All right, Coach. So just talk about these improvements and what it'll mean for the track program.
My understanding is that it's pretty much the same footprint that we have now, and the track itself, the oval, will be improved. The infield will be improved with a couple runways for long and triple. Pole vault runway that can be run both north and south, and then the addition will be a D area, they call it, for the high jump. And all the throws, except for the javelin, will be down at the north end. So the hammer, discus, shot will be at the north end. It's going to tremendously help Fresno State track and field. You know, I think it's on the recruiting end. You know, we're going to be able to bring recruits in, show them what we have out there. Brand new track, brand new venue. We have a tremendous venue over at Veterans Memorial Stadium, so we have the best of both worlds really here in Fresno. So we have a great training facility right outside the door here, and then competition-wise, in my opinion, it's probably one of the top 10 venues in the country in Veterans Memorial. So the situation couldn't be better.
How much would you say has this been needed? You know, obviously, you know, all the facilities around here, but you know, track in particular, getting this facelift with the venues.
Desperately needed. You know, I think one of the important things was, I think President Castro was doing his walkthroughs, and you know, on the north side we've got a brand new, state-of-the-art swimming and diving complex, state-of-the-art softball, got a brand new office area right next to the track. To the south side of the track we have a brand new tennis complex. So right in the middle of it we have the track, which hasn't been touched for quite a while. I think President Castro recognized that, and you know, for training purposes, specifically for us, I think it's going to help with our injuries, you know, lower leg injuries, possible stress fractures, stress reactions, sore knees. You know, I think that's a main problem, and so it's been desperately needed within the track and field program. You know, not only that, our kinesiology programs have a lot of classes out there. I think University High School uses it, ROTC uses it, so it's desperately needed on the campus.
Yeah, I was going to say it's not just, unfortunately, just for the track and field. Unfortunately, it's going to be used for multi-purpose, like as you were saying, other clubs and stuff going to be using this track. Is that correct?
Sure. Yeah, correct. Again, kinesiology classes are out there, and ROTC uses it for some training and training purposes. University High School uses it. We use it. So, you know, I'm not sure about the public. You know, when I'm not out there, they're out there. So, but yeah, it's used by a lot of different groups, a lot of different clubs, and it's going to be well received.
What's the long-term vision for what you would like to see? You know, starting with these improvements, and maybe what you've talked with Jim about as far as what would you like to see for the program?
Well, when I came here, I honestly, and I still believe this, I honestly believe that we can be conference champions. Mountain West Conference is very good. You know, I don't know how many people know this, but the national champion cross-country team just came out of the Mountain West Conference in New Mexico. So it's very high caliber in cross-country and track and field. I believe Fresno State can be right there. In track and field, I think we can be in the hunt to win conference championships. Not only that, I think we can attract enough top-notch talent to be a top 20 program. I really do, and that's what I believed when I got here in '08, and that's what I believe today.
What did it mean to you that they identified that and that they're willing to put these resources into track and into resurfacing it and upgrading it?
Honestly, it's a shot in the arm. It is. I'd be lying if I didn't say it was, you know, there's been some difficult times over the last, you know, 8 years that I've been here, but it's a shot in the arm for the kids, and they're loving it. So, you know, just the program, my staff, you know, it shows a commitment. I think it shows, it tells the public, it tells all the recruits that there's a commitment to track and field and the program, and you know, I think it's going to really help us jump to that next level.
Scott, can you talk about the time frame and stuff? You know, when everything would be up and running and everything.
My understanding is they're going to actually break ground December 21st, and then it's going to take pretty much all semester. So we have alternate plans. Our kids aren't going to miss a beat. We're going to be over at Veterans Memorial, working out daily over there. I shouldn't say daily. When we need a track, you know, sometimes we can work out on grass, and we would prefer to work out on grass, you know, with bounding or hurdle hops or whatever. But it's going to take pretty much the whole season to complete it, which, you know, as it turns out, it's a blessing in disguise for us, because that's where our conference championships are going to be held, is over at Veterans Memorial Stadium. We're going to be over there almost on a daily basis, training, getting used to the facility. It's a very fast facility, so yeah, it's a good situation all the way around.
And you said for the time being, Veterans Memorial is still going to be the competition track, even when this is done for you guys?
Correct.
This will be
Correct.
the training track. Do you see a day, or hopeful that maybe one day you could hold it here?
Oh, I don't know. Again, I've said in the past, I think we'd be remiss if we didn't utilize that facility over at Fresno, over at Veterans Memorial Stadium. Again, I've been all over the country. In 28 years, I've been just about to every major venue you can think of in the United States. In my opinion, it's a top 10 venue. Not only that, the track itself produces very fast times. Not only that, you get good weather. You know, that time of year, it just shapes up to be a great situation for track and field.
Finally, from me, is Fresno State kind of a sleeping giant in track and field, and this maybe waking it up a little bit?
I've always felt that way. I think Fresno State, across the board, is a sleeping giant. You know, I think Jim's doing a great job. He's getting out there. He's beating the bushes and talking with people, and I think that's what we need. Fresno State will not be that without the public. Let's face it. And you know, you can look at every major university in the country. Their alumni and the public is 100% behind that university. And you know, I think we're gonna be that. We can be that. And it's exciting. It's an exciting time to be at Fresno State.